And I'm telling you right now, that whole situation is crazy in itself. Ever since DeWanna Bonner been gone, they have simply turned this thing into the Natasha Howard team, bro. I mean, they're building whole schemes around her, using her as if she's the star of the team. Now, I said this yesterday. I'm all for the veteran players. But at the end of the day, did we all forget that this is Caitlyn's team? Like, did y'all just throw that whole situation out the window? Number one draft.
Recent footage has emerged showing Caitlin Clark in what appears to be a tense confrontation with Indiana Fever assistant coaching staff members. This incident represents the third documented conflict during a single game involving Clark and the team's coaching personnel, along with tensions between players. The situation with the Indiana Fever appears to be escalating beyond normal team dynamics. Multiple incidents have occurred within the organization that suggest internal discord. A notable moment involved Natasha Howard during play, where Clark appeared to kneel down to adjust her footwear, seemingly aware that Howard had no intention of distributing the ball to her during the possession.
One draft pick, rookie of the year, breaking all the damn records like they're scratch-offs. Bruh, what is we doing here, dog? I mean, Stevie Wonder could see that they tripping, man, at this point in time. I mean, I want to see the Caitlyn we seen in Iowa. What happened to the Iowa CC? The greatness. I mean, bruh, we haven't seen the Logo 3 in a month, bruh, and I don't want to hear it. Y'all gonna say this, oh, well, Caitlyn Clark hurt. She's not.
Following Dana Bonner's departure from the organization, the team's offensive approach has shifted significantly toward utilizing Howard as the primary focal point. The coaching staff has implemented strategic schemes that position Howard as the centerpiece of their game plan, effectively restructuring the team's identity around her contributions. This development raises questions about the team's direction, particularly considering Clark's status as the #1 draft selection and Rookie of the Year recipient. Her record-breaking performances have established her as a transcendent talent, yet the current system appears to underutilize her exceptional abilities.
Oh, well, Caitlyn Clark hurt. She's not hurt anymore. If she was hurt, y'all really think she's going to be playing right before All-Star break when the whole league is on her shoulder? There's nothing wrong with Caitlyn. Only thing that's wrong with Caitlyn is that she's frustrated because the system that she's in is not designed for her, and she cannot get into rhythm. She's getting in a jam. She's getting in a bind, and she's frustrated. They ain't passing her the ball. They ain't really giving her involved. They're treating Caitlyn Clark like she's a role player. Bro, what is...
The contrast between Clark's collegiate performance at Iowa and her current professional situation is stark. During her time with the Hawkeyes, Clark regularly demonstrated her signature long-range shooting ability, including shots from well beyond the three-point arc. However, such displays have been notably absent from her recent professional appearances. Speculation about potential injury concerns has circulated, but Clark's continued participation in games leading up to the All-Star break suggests physical health is not the primary issue. The league's spotlight remains firmly fixed on her performance, making it unlikely that injury would be overlooked during such a crucial period.
Player, bro, what is we doing here? I mean, my goodness. I forget the owner name, but like you can see this. You can see that they're not giving Caitlyn Clark the ball. I mean, Kelly got so mad at everybody that she deactivated her damn Twitter account. I'm starting to believe that y'all is in on a buffoonery. This is a bunch of front office buffoonery, bro. And I'm mad for Caitlyn. I know y'all who really don't know too much about basketball, y'all ain't really seeing what us analysts and what us people is seeing.
The root of Clark's struggles appears to stem from systemic issues rather than personal limitations. The current offensive framework does not accommodate her natural playing style, preventing her from establishing the rhythm that made her so effective at the collegiate level. This disconnect has created visible frustration, as evidenced by her on-court demeanor and interactions with coaching staff. The motion offense currently employed by the Fever appears to be particularly problematic for Clark's development. This system limits her involvement in offensive possessions and restricts her ability to impact games in ways that maximize her unique skill set. Team owner Kelly has reportedly become so frustrated with the situation that she temporarily deactivated her social media presence.
What us analysts and what us people is seeing happening to Caitlyn Clark. That's why y'all think she's hurt. She's not hurt. She cannot get in the system. It is this motion offense that is ruining Caitlyn. And I said this before. Caitlyn Clark is not going to make first team WNBA this year, and she damn sure might not even make 17. Second team, bro. This whole thing is looking spooky. Now, with all that being said, let's pull up this footage right here because I'm going to go on a whole nother rant after.
Recent video footage captured on social media platforms shows Clark deliberately avoiding interaction with assistant coaches during a team timeout. Her body language and demeanor suggest complete disengagement from the coaching staff's instructions, indicating a significant breakdown in communication. The incident occurred during a team huddle, where Clark notably remained separate from the group discussion. This behavior suggests her awareness that the tactical adjustments being discussed would not involve her in meaningful ways, further highlighting the disconnect between player and system.
After this, bro, like straight up, y'all got to look at this. So this was captured on TikTok, guys. In this footage right here, this is Caitlin Clark pretty much ignoring the Indiana Fever assistant coaches. She don't want to hear nothing y'all got to say. She ain't here for none of the drama, none of the BS. It's over with. Guys, check this out.
Additional observations from basketball analysts indicate that Clark's visible frustration extends beyond normal competitive disappointment. Her reactions to missed shots and unsuccessful possessions reflect deeper systemic issues rather than typical performance anxiety. The contrast with Clark's collegiate experience is particularly striking. During her time at Iowa, such public displays of frustration with coaching staff were non-existent. Her relationship with head coach Lisa Bluder was characterized by mutual respect and effective communication, and even during challenging moments, Clark maintained professional composure.
Right here, Austin Kelly, like, okay, whatever. Like, bro, like, y'all really think, like, bro.
This pattern of behavior represents a significant departure from Clark's established character throughout her amateur career, including interactions with previous coaching staff members. She demonstrated exceptional emotional control and leadership qualities. The current situation appears to be deteriorating rapidly, with Clark's public displays of frustration becoming increasingly evident. Her willingness to show displeasure openly suggests that private attempts to address these issues have been unsuccessful. The tactical approach being implemented does not align with Clark's natural playing style or maximize her impact on games. This misalignment has created a cycle where Clark's reduced involvement leads to decreased performance, which in turn affects team chemistry and results. Basketball observers note that Clark's current shooting struggles are unprecedented in her career. During her collegiate years, extended periods of poor shooting performance were extremely rare, suggesting that external factors rather than personal skill degradation are responsible for her current difficulties.
Like, y'all really think, like, bro, I don't know what this conversation was about, but clearly here, there's a situation at hand. Caitlin Clark is pissed. She don't want to hear nothing y'all got to say. And I'm going back to my original topic. Did we see any of this at Iowa? No, we didn't. We didn't see Caitlin Clark erupting on assistant coaches, having heated exchanges with Lisa Bluder. We didn't see this. Hell, she didn't even have a heated exchange.
The motion offense system favored by the coaching staff appears to be fundamentally incompatible with Clark's strengths as a player. This system emphasizes ball movement and shared responsibilities rather than featuring individual playmakers, effectively neutralizing Clark's most impactful abilities. Team dynamics have shifted significantly since organizational changes occurred. The emphasis on veteran leadership and traditional approaches may conflict with the innovative playing style that Clark represents, creating tension between old and new basketball philosophies.
LeBron did not have substantive discussions about extending his contract, which every team LeBron's been on for 20-something years has wanted to have substantive conversations about extending his contract. And what happens to expiring contracts in the NBA? They're viewed as trade pieces. So, for all those reasons, you know, the money, the fact that LeBron and Luka are still a very formidable duo, the fact that the Lakers are not done with their offseason, the fact that trading him is crazy, the fact that this is being built around Luka and they've got to maintain their cap sheet and all.
The situation has reached a point where Clark's potential recognition for league honors appears to be in jeopardy. Her reduced effectiveness within the current system threatens her candidacy for all WNBA team selections, representing a significant decline from her rookie year achievements. This development suggests that the issues extend beyond typical adjustment periods for professional rookies. The systematic nature of the problems indicates organizational-level decisions that may be intentionally limiting Clark's impact on games. The coaching philosophy being implemented appears to represent traditional approaches that may not accommodate modern, innovative playing styles. This generational divide in basketball philosophy could be contributing to the ongoing tensions between Clark and the coaching staff.
And all of those things, everything that makes sense. But I'm just unlocking the door because I'm not as convinced as before of its impossibility.
What he just said is there's a possibility of LeBron James getting traded. He is trade bait. He's an expiring contract. And when I saw this yesterday, I was like, going through my head, where could LeBron James land? And when I thought about where could LeBron James land,
the transformation from Clark's dominant collegiate performance to her current professional struggles represents one of the most dramatic shifts in recent basketball history. The systematic nature of these changes suggests that organizational decisions rather than natural development patterns are primarily responsible for the current situation. ESPN's Brian Windhorst has been providing ongoing coverage regarding tensions between LeBron James, his representation Rich Paul, and the Los Angeles Lakers organization. Reports suggest James desires immediate championship contention while the Lakers appear focused on rebuilding their roster around Luka Doncic. This unexpected development has surprised many across the league, particularly Rich Paul's acknowledgement of potential trade scenarios.
Going through my head, where could LeBron James land? And when I thought about where could LeBron James land, then I went, where would Nike like for LeBron James to land? This won't be purely or maybe at all a LeBron James decision. It's about what's best for Nike. And so all the speculation early on, that's the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's from Cleveland. He's had success with Cleveland. Dan Gilbert and the Cavaliers, they're close to a championship team. They had this marvelous regular season. They got all this young talent. You just plug LeBron James.
Windhorst, initially skeptical of these reports, conducted extensive conversations with league insiders over several days before sharing his updated perspective. According to his findings, neither the Lakers nor James engaged in meaningful contract extension negotiations, a departure from standard practice throughout James's two-decade career, where teams typically pursue such discussions aggressively. In professional basketball, expiring contracts naturally become valuable trade commodities. Multiple factors contribute to this situation's complexity: financial considerations, the continued effectiveness of the James-Doncic partnership, the Lakers' incomplete offseason activities, the apparent absurdity of trading such a player, the team's commitment to building around Doncic, and necessary salary cap management. Despite these logical arguments against a trade, Windhorst expressed reduced certainty about its impossibility.
They got all this young talent. You just plug LeBron James and Bronny James into Cleveland, and it all makes sense. But not to me. And I'm not sure if it makes sense to Nike. What makes more sense for Nike and its declining stock? What makes more sense for Nike, which hasn't been able to find its next Michael Jordan? What makes more sense for Nike?
His statements effectively confirmed LeBron James as potential trade material due to his expiring contract status. This revelation prompted speculation about possible landing spots for the superstar. However, the decision may extend beyond James's personal preferences to encompass Nike's strategic interests. Initial speculation centered on Cleveland, given James's hometown connection, previous success with the franchise, Dan Gilbert's relationship with the organization, and the Cavaliers' proximity to championship contention following their exceptional regular season performance and young talent acquisition. Adding both LeBron and Bronny James to Cleveland's roster appeared logical on the surface.
Jordan. What makes more sense for Nike, which has found its next Michael Jordan, but it's not a he, it's a her, it's Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is the biggest asset that Nike has. Caitlin Clark is the person that Nike chose hey, we need to get this next brand of Kobe shoes moving and selling. Let's use Caitlin Clark, not to promote Caitlin Clark shoes, but to promote.
Yet this scenario may not align with Nike's corporate objectives. Nike's current market position presents challenges that require strategic solutions. The company struggles with declining stock performance and has been unable to identify a successor to Michael Jordan's marketing impact. Interestingly, Nike appears to have found their next generational talent. Though not in the expected demographic, Caitlin Clark represents their most valuable current asset. Clark has become central to Nike's marketing strategy. When the company needed to revitalize Kobe Bryant's shoe line, they utilized Clark's promotional power rather than creating a dedicated signature line for her. This approach proved successful, with the Kobe shoes selling out almost immediately, demonstrating Clark's remarkable marketing influence and footwear sales capability.
Caitlin Clark shoes, but to promote Kobe Bryant shoes, and it worked. Those shoes sold out almost instantaneously. It was a test of Caitlin Market's marketability and ability to sell shoes. Nike and their brand have a problem in middle America that Caitlin Clark is fixing. Where would Nike like for LeBron James to land?
Nike faces particular brand challenges in Middle America that Clark's presence helps address significantly. Indiana emerges as Nike's preferred destination for James. James has consistently demonstrated public support and admiration for Clark across social media platforms, though this relationship may face criticism from certain WNBA demographics who question his motivations. This strategic positioning by both James and Nike aims to establish a meaningful connection between the two athletes, creating substantial marketing opportunities. With approximately 2 seasons remaining in James's career, relocating him to Indiana would enable Nike to craft a compelling narrative around one of basketball's greatest players, concluding his career in the sport's most traditional heartland, coinciding with the basketball resurgence driven by Clark's presence.
LeBron James to land? I think in Indiana. Who has LeBron James been pretending to just love and support? And maybe it's not even pretending, or who has LeBron James strategically been befriending all over social media at every opportunity, realizing that the black queens, the lesbian queens of the WNBA have a problem every time LeBron James capes up for Caitlin Clark. This is very strategic.
James would also benefit from partnering with Rick Carlisle, widely regarded as the NBA's premier coach over the past 20 years. This collaboration presents significant storytelling potential and marketing value. Critics might point to recent roster changes, such as Miles Turner's departure to Milwaukee and Tyrese Halliburton's Achilles injury, suggesting the Pacers lack immediate championship potential.
For Caitlin Clark, this is very strategic by LeBron James and Nike. They want a relationship between Caitlin Clark and LeBron James. This is marketing magic. I think LeBron James has 2 seasons left in the NBA. You send him to Indiana. You do a marketing campaign about LeBron James, the GOAT, or one of the greatest of all time. Nike wouldn't call it.
However, this represents a 2-year strategic plan rather than an immediate championship push. The first season would focus on the magic created by the James-Carlisle partnership, with realistic Eastern Conference contention possibilities. The second season, following Halliburton's return to full health, would present genuine championship opportunities. Carlisle would represent the highest caliber coach James has worked with throughout his career, surpassing even Eric Spoelstra in terms of coaching excellence.